Hello everyone. In today's lecture, I will try to explain interest rate parity theory that we study in international finance. I will try to explain this theory in the simplest way possible so that you understand this in one go. See, we study this in international finance wherein we deal with two currencies. So the two currencies that you see on the screen is one is in dollar and the other one is our Indian rupees. So I am assuming for simplicity that today $1 worth is rupees 90 rupees. Okay, that means if you want to convert $1 into rupees, you will have to sell $1 and you will be getting 90 rupees in exchange of that. And also, if you want to buy $1, you will have to give 90 rupees to get $1. So this rate is known as spot rate. You might be aware about this rate. Spot rate is the today's rate in which one currency is exchanged with respect to the other currencies. Okay. Now understand the situation. Just try to imagine the situation wherein this 90 rupees, or say the multiple of 90 rupees. I will assume 90,000 rupees for simplicity. If you have 90,000 rupees, that means if you exchange your 90,000 rupees, you'll be getting around $1,000 today. Okay, so I'll just put in another figure over here to understand interest rate parity theory in a very simplest way possible. Suppose you happen to invest your 90,000 rupees, or say 90 rupees that you have today in India, and I'm assuming that in India the interest rate is 7% per annum. You will be getting something like 96.30 rupees after 1 year. Okay, and in case of United States of America, if you invest $1 and interest rate in US being 4,000, sorry, 4% per annum, after 1 year you will have $1.04. Okay, so just seeing these two figures, one idea should click in your mind that why don't you convert if you are a US citizen? You are saying that in India someone is getting 7% interest rate in 1 year, wherein in US he's only getting 4%. So it is good for him to convert his dollars into rupees and invest into India to get more return, right? So this is an opportunity for him, but it is not like that. It is not like that, and that is what we are trying to understand in the interest rate parity theory. That the stuff that is looking very simple here is not going to be beneficial for everyone. So effectively, if someone is trying to get the benefit of this opportunity, he will end up getting nothing. And this is what has been explained in the interest rate parity theory. And I will explain you why this is not possible. Okay. Okay. Just imagine a situation when after 1 year, when this US citizen who wanted to get the benefit of this difference in interest rate of the two countries, like he wanted to convert his dollar into rupees and then he tried investing into India to get more return, right? But after 1 year, when he again tried converting his 96.30 rupees in terms of dollar because he wanted to go back to the US where he belonged to, he found that at that time the rate has become $1 is equal to 92.5961. I will explain you why this rate I have taken, but just for situation, just for understanding this interest rate parity, just imagine that after 1 year, the exchange rate has become this because exchange rates also trades in the market. Okay, and dollar is appreciating currency compared to the rupees. Okay, there is a reason behind that, and you will be studying everything in international finance. Once you understand all the logic, you will be able to connect this in a very simple and better manner. But for just simplicity, just imagine that when after 1 year the rate was this, and he wanted to go back to his own country, so he needs to convert his whatever income that he has generated in India with this rate, right? Now convert this into dollar, okay? Since present rate is 92.5961 rupees, gives you $1. So that means 1 rupees worth is 1 divided by, it is just simple basic mathematics. If 10 apples is equal to 10 apples come in 60 rupees, then one apple will come into how many rupees? So similar calculation has been done over here. So 92.5961 rupees is equal to $1. That means 1 rupees is what? 1 divided by 92.5961. And this rupees, since he had this amount, if we convert this into dollar with respect to with this rate, he will effectively have $1.04. This is a simple calculation. Okay. So after 1 year, when he converted this amount, whatever he got, he actually had 1.04 rupees. And this rupees is exactly this what he would have got being in US only after 1 year, because the rate in US was only 4% per annum. Okay, so he could not get any benefit of coming into India and getting the benefit of the differences in the two rates. Okay, this benefit he could not avail. Okay, but now we'll try to see from where this figure is coming and what is the logic behind this figure, why the rate should be this after 1 year. Okay, now this rate, okay, this rate, whatever I was quoting, imagine that after 1 year, this was the rate. Okay, considering the initial situation, when after before 1 year, what was the rate? $1 was equal to 90 rupees. So after 1 year, $1 will turn out to be 1.04, and 90 rupees will turn out to be this. Okay, if I make this equal, okay, if I make this equal, and with the help of this equation, if I try to find out the worth of $1, you will get this figure. If $1.04 is equal to 96.30 rupees, that means $1 is nothing but 96.30 divided by 1.04, and this is exactly equal to this amount. Okay, this is exactly equal to this amount, and this is how you calculate the fair forward rate. Okay, this is exactly equal to this, and this calculation can be further written in the form of an equation that will look like this. This 96.30 was nothing but 90 into 1 plus 0.07, that is with the interest rate whole divided by 1.04. So this is known as fair forward rate, as I told you, and the formula that you study in your textbook is $1 is equal to spot. This was the spot rate multiplied by 1 plus interest rate in the domestic country, okay, that is in India, whole divided by 1 plus interest rate in the foreign country. Okay, so this is the equation of fair forward rate. Okay, okay, so this rate will turn out after 1 year if the spot rate is $1 is equal to 90 rupees. Okay, so this was the situation. $1 is equal to 90 rupees and $1 is equal to 92.5961 rupees after 1 year. That is a fair forward rate. Okay, now here if I try to find out how much dollar has appreciated in 1 year, so that calculation will be simply 92.5961 minus 90 whole divided by 90. So that is somewhere equal to 2.8845%. Okay. Now I will explain what is interest rate parity theory. Okay. This theory suggests that the difference in the interest rate between the two countries, that was 7% and 4%, remember. Okay. So effectively the difference was 3%, will be perfectly offset by the change in their exchange rates. Okay, change in exchange rate is this. Change in exchange rate means the appreciation in the dollar, that is 2.8845%, and the interest rates were this, right? But now a thing will click in your mind that change in the interest rate was 3%, whereas the percentage appreciation was is 2.8845%. That is not equal, right? That is not equal. Okay. But interest rate parity theory says that this theory says that the difference in the interest rate between the two countries will be perfectly offset by the change in their exchange rate. Okay, okay. So this will be equal to this 3% will be equal to this when you discount this with the rate of US, because here the change in exchange rate you are calculating today. Okay, so you need to compare apple with the apple. You should not be comparing present value with the future value. This is the benefit that you will be reaping in the future. Okay, but here we are talking about the present benefit, that is the dollar appreciation. See, this is forward market and this is spot market. Okay, forward rate or contract is an agreement done today for a future specific time. Okay, but this benefit will be getting in the future, so you need to discount them back to the present value to compare this. Okay, so interest rate parity theory is basically based on this premises that the difference in the interest rate between two countries will be perfectly offset by the change in their exchange rate. So here if you compare these two figures, it is exactly equal. If this situation is not there in the market, if the forward rate is something more than this or lesser than this, then there comes the theory of or the concept of arbitrage that I will talk in my next class. Okay, so I hope I was able to explain interest rate parity theory in a very simplest way. If you have any doubt, you can let me know. I will explain this further. Okay, you can provide your suggestions in the form of comments. I will try to give answers to your comment. Thank you so much.